Hello everyone, my name is Vagal Sudharan, and for my sensory marketing audit, I will be presenting on the store Real Canadian Superstore located in South Common. This is a picture of me in the Real Canadian Superstore located in South Common in the bakery section. A quick background on the Real Canadian Superstore. The Real Canadian Superstore is a grocery store owned by the Loblaws Company. They make it affordable for customers by having a loyalty card called the PC Optimum card. This makes shopping affordable for their customers. They also have everything from produce and meat to hair products and even clothes. As of 2024, there are over 120 stores open in Canada. The first sensory stimuli I'm going to talk about is sight. Before I walked into the superstore, I saw a promotional offer for granola bars as they were cheaper than usual. As soon as I walked in, I saw the fruit and vegetable section. Beside it was the deli, meat, and seafood. The aisles are numbered and named so a shopper does not get confused where to go. There's also staff restocking items when they're low so that each customer gets the item they want. There's also different colors for aisles ranging from blue, green, and red. I did some academic research on site. I believe this is what I experienced at Superstore site-wise. The first one was by highlighting promotional offers on display in the store, it make the shopper more likely to consider them. For me, I saw this promotional offer outside the store, and this was for a granola bar that was cheaper than usual. Next, the store layout influences customer behavior to enhance the overall shopping experience. As I walked into the store, everything was close to each other. The fruit and vegetables were beside the deli and meat section and the seafood section. And when you walked further, there was a bakery section. Everything was close to each other. The next one was the aisle signs. The aisle signs help shoppers navigate their way around as they get to their shopping list. In a superstore, every aisle is numbered and named, so a customer does not get lost on what is in their grocery list. The next sensory stimuli I'm going to talk about is sound. When you first walk into the superstore, you can hear music playing very quietly, almost faintly, you could say it. The next sound you can hear is the self-checkout sound. This is a very loud sound, and it's usually saying, "Thank you for using the self-checkout." Next, you can hear people talk with each other, very loudly or very quietly. Next, over the intercom, very loudly, you can hear the staff making announcements, either for help or asking the cashiers to come back. And then finally, over the intercom, you can hear promotional offers telling the customers what they can expect in the store that's cheap. While doing some academic research on sound, I found three things that were interesting. The first one was, according to the Journal of Marketing, grocery stores that play familiar music see a 2.5% increase in sales. When I walked into the store, I heard music. Even though it was faint, it sounded familiar. The next one was, uplifting music encourages customers to spend more time at the store. And then finally, in-store audio ads increase awareness among customers. I believe this was what I experienced because when I heard the promotional offers, I wanted to stop and listen to what the sale was. The next sensory audit I'm going to talk about is smell. Smell varies from sections of the Real Canadian Superstore. For example, the fruit and vegetable section smells like fresh fruits and vegetables, while the meat section smells like freshly baked chicken. This is because Superstore puts out baked chicken for their customers. When I walked past the bread section, which is what I went to Superstore for, it smelled like fresh bread. This freshly baked bread made me want to buy the item that eventually I did and took home. While doing academic research on smell, I found three interesting facts that I found were relatable to Superstore. A calm, enjoyable fragrance calms people and lightens people's mood. This is what I felt Superstore was. It had a good fragrance that did not make me want to leave the store fast. The next one is the smell of food is important because it influences food choices. This is true because in the last slide I said I bought the bread because it smelled fresh. I only bought it because it smelled fresh and it looked good. The next one is the right smell can stimulate the memories of cooking. This is also true because there are many customers who feel the smell and want to buy it. The last sensory stimuli I'm going to talk about is textures. The products that were packaged had a smooth texture. I tested this out and I picked up a product that I had no idea what it was. I picked it up and it had a smooth texture. The next is that the packages were easy to pick up and put down. If it has a rough texture, it would be hard for me to pick it up and take it home. The next was the shelves. They all had the same textures. They were all from the same brand, and they were not rough in any way. And finally, the fresh fruits had a fresh texture. In Superstore, you could pick up the fruits to see if they are ripe or not. And when I picked it up, there was a nice fresh feeling on the fruits. Academic research on texture. Texture plays an important role in consumer preferences. This is true because when I go to Superstore, I see which packaging is better. Texture also impacts the market value of the product. This is also true because when I look at a texture that is not good or packaged properly, I do not want it. And the next one is texture adds depth, variety, and interest to the food. The first recommendation I have to give is to improve the space in the aisles. The sensory stimuli I believe this relates to is sight. I'll explain this further. When I go to Superstore, the aisles are always far apart. This is perfect for the sight. This makes me want to go into the aisles because they're far apart. But the real problem is when I go inside the aisles during the peak times like 5 to 8 p.m. and there's so many people in there with their grocery carts, which are like two or three. And these grocery carts are not small items, they're big items. According to an article by Black Box, customers have a pleasant shopping experience when everything is far apart and not overcrowded. And overcrowded is a big problem in the aisles at Real Canadian Superstore. So I believe they need to improve that so that they can have they customers can have a perfect experience. The next recommendation I have is louder music with the variety. When I walked into Superstore, there was music playing, but the music was very faint. There is more intercom use than music being played. As mentioned in my academic research and sound, uplifting music encourages customer to spend more time at the store. There also needs to be a variety of music. Not everyone listens to pop music or rap music. Some people listen to R&B or rock music. So having a more variety of music will make a lot more variety of customers come to the store and stay in the store so that they can shop pleasantly. Thank you for watching my presentation on the sensory audit of Real Canadian Superstore in South Common. I think at the end, Superstore is a perfect store for affordable groceries and it can help people get groceries easily. And these are my references.